Hello everyone. In this module of Python Pandas, we will discuss about data frame, that is two-dimensional data structure. As we have worked with series, here we will see what is data frame and how we can create it. So let's start with our presentation. Data frame is a two-dimensional data structure. That is, data is aligned in a tabular manner in rows and columns. The series are used to work with one-dimensional array, whereas data frame can be used with two-dimensional arrays. Data frame can store heterogeneous, means multiple data type, data and size can be changed, that is mutable. Data frame has two different index, that is column index and row index. We can perform many operations on data sets like arithmetic operations, columns and rows selections, column and rows addition, etc. The basic difference between series and data frame are the series contains homogeneous data, whereas data frame contains heterogeneous elements. The size of series cannot be changed, but we can change the size of data frame. The values in series can be changed and the data frame will also change its values. So basic difference is the series are one-dimensional and data frame are two-dimensional. Let's see how we can create this data frame. So a Panda data frame can be created using the following constructor. Data frame object equals to pandas.dataframe, where D and F is capital, and the constructor parameters data, next is index, columns, D type for data type and copy. So data can be represented as a series. It may be a list, dictionary, constant, or it may be another data frame. Index, for the row labels, the index to be used for the resulting frame is optional. By default, the index values is displayed from 0 to n-1, or you can label indexes. Columns, for column labels, the optional default syntax is np.arange n. This is only true if no index is passed. You can also define column labelings. D type, data type for each column. Copy, this command is used for copy data if the default is false. If you want to copy a data frame into another data frame, then you can use this copy constructor or parameter. So these are the constructor for creating a data frame. So let's see how we can create this data frame by using series, list, dictionary, constant, or other data frame. A Panda data frame can be created using various inputs like dictionaries, and arrays, series, list, or it may be another data frame object. So let's understand how we can create data frame by doing practical. So let's start with our script mode in Python. Here is my command, creating an empty data frame. For this, I have to import pandas and give an alias name as pd. df is my data frame object or variable equals to pd.dataframe. There is no argument, as you can see in data frame, and when you print this data frame, it will create your empty data frame. So this is the normal syntax to create an empty data frame without any parameter. Now let's see how we can create data frame using list. So for the same statement, import pandas as pd, and here is my list. This is my variable which will store some string type value. First is welcome, next is in, and Python. Now I am creating my data frame using this list, so I have to pass this list variable as a parameter in data frame structure, and on printing data frame you can see the result. It will display welcome in Python at index position 0, 1 and 2, and here is my column index 0. Let's do it with another example. Let's compare the marks of 3 years. So here is my marks in list 1 and list 2, list 3 and 4. So these are my list which will contain some values. This is list 3 for values 99, 95, and list 4 for values 97. So in a data frame, I am passing all these lists as a parameter: list 1, list 2, list 3 and list 4. If you want to define index, so you can use index attribute and define indexes. Like for list 1 it's physics, PHY, next is chemistry, maths, and next is IP. So here I am labeling my index. This is my index, and if you want to define the columns or labeling the column, for this I am writing the years for comparison: 2020, 19 and 2018. So it will display my marks for 3 years. On printing this data frame, it will display your all 3 years marks at index physics, chemistry, maths and IP. So using list you can create your data frame with index and columns. Now let's try to create data frame using dictionary. So for this, the same statement: import pandas as PD. You have to import pandas every time if you are using the data structure. And here is my dictionaries: dictionary 1, dictionary 2 and 3. So in dictionary 1 it will contain the values physics, the key and the value is 100, chemistry as a key and the value is 98, and for maths 99 and IP 100. And in the same manner we will take some values, just copy it and paste it here for dictionary 2 and change the values for physics 99, chemistry 95, maths 95 and 99 in IP. And for dictionary 3 96 and 100. Using pd.DataFrame, and here I am passing my dictionary Here is my key and the value as a dictionary, another key 2019 and the value as dictionary 2, and for 2018 the value is dictionary 3. Just print the DF or data frame. So here you can see your outer key values becomes the column index and the inner key values becomes the row index. So in the same manner you can create your data frame using dictionary. Now let's create data frame having values as list. Just delete this. Take a variable dict for dict or dictionary. Here is my key, student, and the values I am using here as a list, and these are the student name. Next key I want here marks, that will be passed as a list. Next is grade. Grade is my key. So this is my list. So my key is a student and the value I am passing here as a list: Atul, Alok, Shivam, Deepak. So these are my students and their marks: 90, 85, 98, 80. And the grade A, B, C and D. Using the same statement, df is the variable name equals to pd dot data frame, and pass the variable dict, which will contain the dictionary, and run the program. Okay, invalid syntax. Okay, I am using here equals or assignment operator and I am creating dictionaries, so we have to use slicing operator. It means key and the value. So you can see here all your outer keys becomes the column index, and by default your row index will be start from 0. If you want to define the index labels, so you can use index attribute and define the index 1, 2, 3 and 4. There are 4 values, so I am using 1, 2, 3, 4 in Roman letters, and the number of indexes given must match the length of value. It must be same. Just delete it. And let's try with another example. Here is my variable months and second variable days. Here is my list, which will contain some values or month names, January, February, March, and the days are 31, 28 and 31. You can also labels your dictionary. Here is my key and the value as a list. Days, my key and the values in days as a list. Here I am converting list into dictionary. Lists are converted into dictionary. So you can check it by printing your dictionary. This is your dictionary. Now let's convert it in DataFrame. For this we have to write a variable name df equal to pd dot DataFrame and the variable name d. Just print your DataFrame. So here you can see your outer keys becomes your column indexes, months and days. So just try these programs, and in the next module we will see another method for creating our DataFrame. Thank you.